Hello, this is Waffles87. I'm going to be demoing my Settlers Bukkit plugin again. Specifically this time I'm going to be showing you how to trade resources of one type for another. So in Catan you can trade 4 of any resource type for 1 of another. So in this game I implemented a similar mechanic. So if you have 4 refined resources, it only works on refined. You can't use like wheat or any of the other unrefined resources. You can craft for them into 2 resource rupees. So these rupees can be crafted into 1 resource of your choice, but you need a crafting table to do it. So once I use 4 breads to make 2 rupees, for example, I need to run back to a settlement and I'll be able to turn them into anything I want. So I ran up to this settlement here, and it tells you in the description of the item how to configure the rupees on your crafting table in order to get the specific resources. So there's brick, wood, iron, bread, and wool along the outer edges there. So the first one goes in the bottom left corner, and then you can just test it out. You can get a brick, wood, iron, bread, or wool. So right now it just so happens that I have everything I need to make a settlement except wool, so I'm going to use these rubies to make a wool, and then I can go ahead and craft a settlement. So in that case I was able to make a settlement without ever actually mining any wool or getting any from any settlements. The other feature that is new to the latest beta version is that there are now ports that actually work. So in Catan, if you build a settlement on the right port, then you can trade fewer than 4 resources to get 1 of any other kind. So in this case, this one that I'm running around right now is the bread port. So you can tell because it says, oh, port, bread, 2 to 1, and there's a picture of bread on top. And if you look on the map, you can sort of see that the ports themselves jut out from your location, kind of off the map at the moment actually. But if you look very closely, you see that the rocky sides point inwards toward where the port is. So just like in Catan, there's 2 possible places to build a settlement for each port. This one over here is already taken, or not taken, it's blocked because I built a settlement over there. So if you look on the map here, in that 10, 5, 4 corner there, since I built there, this settlement's blocked. So the diamond block here disappeared because you can't build there anymore. But this one over here is still open. So I'm going to put my new settlement there. And what this is going to do is it's going to let me trade 2 bread for 1 of anything, so 2 resource rupees again, instead of 4. So there's a message that popped up saying blue team has taken the bread port. So now if I go here to my inventory, I can do 2 breads for 2 resource rupees. Now this recipe actually does appear if you don't have the port, but you aren't able to actually take the rupees. So to show you what I mean, the 3 to 1 port is also present, but I haven't built a settlement on it. So if I try to use 3 bread to make 2 rupees, it tells me you don't have the 3 to 1 port and it doesn't let me do it. So if I build a settlement on a 3 to 1 port, then I'll be able to use that recipe. But since I have the 2 to 1 port for bread, I can now craft 2 rupees from bread, and then I can use it to make anything I want. So in this case I might want wood, so I take it. Okay, so I built some roads up to this other port above this 10 ore spot here, just to show you the 3 to 1 port. So the ports are actually randomized around the edge of the board, so you'll need to get the new template world in order to have them. But they're spaced out so that it goes 1 2 to 1 port, and then a 3 to 1 port, and then a 2 to 1 port all the way around the board. But the 2 to 1 port locations, there's 5 of them, and they're randomized every time. So I did that because I didn't want to have any advantages if you knew where you were going to start. For example, like where to run to get the best port for I don't know, your preferred resource, I guess. So anyway, here's the 3-to-1 port. As you can see, I am not able to use the 3-to-1 recipe, so I'll use the 2-to-1 recipe right now. Okay, I forgot to give myself wool, so I'm just going to give myself some wool for the purposes of the demo, so I can make another settlement. And then it says blue has taken a 3-to-1 port, and now I should be able to use the 3-to-1 recipe. Yep, so there we go. Piece of cake.